Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep today into unlocking your body's potential.
Ooh, I like that.
It's something I think we all think about, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We're going beyond just like six-pack abs and
Right.
perfect diets and all that stuff.
The surface.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're exploring how feeling good and moving freely and showing up with energy can really transform your life.
I love that.
So to do that, we're going to use this super popular YouTube episode
Okay.
on fitness, health, and mindset.
Awesome.
And it's the kind of video that gets millions of views because it promises real practical advice.
You know what's so cool about this particular episode is it really digs into the why behind the what.
Okay.
You know, it connects the dots between your physical well-being and your overall quality of life.
Yeah, and something that really caught my eye was this claim that small, consistent changes can actually have a bigger impact
Interesting.
than those like hardcore workout challenges or crash diets that just leave you feeling exhausted.
Yeah, it's a refreshing perspective that aligns with how habits really work.
Right.
Sustainable change comes from building those consistent routines, not from those quick fixes that just fizzle out.
I've definitely fallen into that trap before of thinking I need to overhaul my entire life overnight.
Totally.
But this episode really stresses that taking care of your body isn't about punishment or deprivation. It's about empowering yourself to live a more fulfilling life.
Absolutely. When you prioritize your well-being, you're giving yourself the energy and resilience to pursue your passions, connect with loved ones, and navigate those ups and downs of life.
Yeah.
It's about feeling good in your skin and having the vitality to embrace everything life has to offer.
Okay. I'm in. So how do we get there? What's the secret sauce?
Well, the episode breaks it down into 3 key pillars.
Right.
Fitness, nutrition, and mindset.
Classic. Okay, so let's start with fitness. What's the big takeaway there?
So they champion this idea of movement as medicine. You know, you don't need to force yourself to do workouts that you just totally hate.
I've done plenty of those.
Right. Instead, find those activities that you actually enjoy and make them part of your routine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, we've been conditioned to think that exercise has to be this grueling, sweat-inducing ordeal,
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to be.
right.
So the beauty of this approach is it opens up all these possibilities.
Yeah.
Whether you're into dancing, hiking, swimming, whatever it is.
Weightlifting.
Yeah. Find something that gets you moving and brings you joy.
And do it consistently.
Yeah. Even if it's just 15 minutes a day.
That's so manageable.
Totally.
I love that it's all about finding that sweet spot where you're challenging yourself but not feeling overwhelmed.
Right.
All right, let's move on to nutrition. What's the main message there?
This one is a truth bomb.
Yeah.
You can't outrun a bad diet.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Doesn't matter how much you exercise.
Right?
If you're not fueling your body with the right things, you're not going to reach your full potential.
Yeah, it's funny how we often think of fitness and nutrition as separate things
Completely.
when they're so connected.
Totally. And the episode really drives that point home.
God.
You know, it emphasizes eating those whole nutrient-dense foods. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats.
That makes sense.
Those foods are what your body needs to function, right?
Okay, so what about all the trendy diets we see?
Right.
Like all over social media, are they worth it?
It's a great question. And the episode actually talks about this.
Okay.
It cautions against falling for those fad diets that restrict calories or cut out food groups.
Why are those bad?
Well, think about it. Physiologically,
Yeah.
those restrictions can lead to nutrient deficiencies
Ah, okay.
and metabolic imbalances. You might see quick results at first, but they're not sustainable.
Right.
And they can actually backfire.
Yeah, they mess up your metabolism.
Exactly.
So it's more about making those gradual, sustainable changes instead of the quick fixes.
Exactly. It's about nourishing your body with what it needs.
Okay, I like that. Let's move on to the last pillar.
Mindset.
Mindset. I think we often overlook how much our thoughts impact our well-being.
Right.
What does the episode say about this?
It talks about the connection between how we see ourselves and our physical health.
Okay.
Instead of focusing on what we see as flaws,
Yeah,
it encourages us to think about what our bodies can do.
I like that.
Like, you know, recognizing that your body is unique and capable of amazing things.
Yeah, so it's about self-acceptance.
Yeah.
And celebrating our bodies.
Exactly.
Instead of criticizing them all the time.
It's about being kind to yourself.
Okay, so we've got fitness, nutrition, and mindset.
The 3 pillars.
But I have a feeling there are some common pitfalls we need to be aware of.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's exactly where we'll pick up in part 2.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're back.
Back for more.
And we're ready to dive into those common pitfalls that can really trip us up on our journey.
Yeah, the YouTube episode did a good job of highlighting these.
Yeah, it's like they knew exactly what challenges we might face.
Right. Let's start with one that I think resonates with a lot of us: overtraining.
Yeah,
I know I've been guilty of this.
I think we all have.
Thinking more is always better.
Yeah, it's a common misconception.
Right.
We think intense workouts equal faster results.
Yeah.
But overtraining can really hurt your progress.
Well, so why is that?
Well, when you're pushing your body past its limits without enough rest,
Yeah.
you increase your risk of getting injured.
Ah, okay.
Your muscles need time to recover, to repair and rebuild. And if you're constantly stressing them, you can get tendinitis or stress fractures.
Ouch. So rest is actually important.
Yeah, it's not just about lounging around.
Right.
It's a key part of your fitness routine.
So it allows your body to really adapt and get stronger.
Exactly. It's like letting your muscles catch their breath.
I like that analogy.
They can come back even stronger.
So rest days are good.
Rest days are good.
Not a sign of weakness?
Definitely not.
Okay, so what's another common pitfall?
Fad diets.
Yeah. They're everywhere promising quick weight loss.
Right.
But you got to be careful with those.
Why is that?
Well, a lot of them are way too restrictive,
Okay.
cutting out entire food groups or severely limiting your calories.
Yeah, and that might work in the short term.
Yeah, you might lose weight at first,
Right.
but it's usually not sustainable.
Okay.
And you can end up with nutrient deficiencies.
So it's like starving yourself.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
When you deprive your body of the nutrients it needs, it goes into survival mode.
Makes sense.
Your metabolism slows down to save energy.
And then you gain the weight back.
Exactly. It's a yo-yo,
Yeah.
up and down.
And it can mess with your mental health too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Constantly feeling deprived and guilty about food.
Right.
That's not a good relationship with food.
Okay, so we've got overtraining.
Yep.
Fad diets are out.
Definitely out.
What's the last pitfall?
Comparing ourselves to others,
Oh, yeah.
especially with social media.
It's so easy to fall into that trap.
Right.
See these perfect bodies and perfect lives.
But it's important to remember that what you see online is often just a highlight reel.
Yeah, it's curated.
Exactly. You don't see the struggles, the setbacks, the real stuff.
It can really make you feel bad about yourself.
Absolutely. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, so true. Instead of comparing ourselves to others,
Right.
we should focus on our own journey.
Exactly.
Celebrate our own wins.
Become the best version of you.
Love that. So does the episode give any advice on how to avoid these pitfalls?
It does. It outlines 5 actionable steps
Ooh, okay.
to help you stay on track and unlock your potential. All
I'm ready. Let's hear them.
right, step 1, setting a clear goal.
Okay.
It's not enough to just say, I want to be healthier.
Right.
You need to define what that means for you.
So get specific.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Do you want to lose weight? Run a 5K? Feel more energized?
got it.
Write down your goal.
Why is writing it down so important?
It makes it real. It's like a contract with yourself.
I like that. Okay, so goal written down.
Next step, create a plan. Break down your big goal into smaller, more manageable steps.
Okay, so if my goal is to exercise more,
Right.
how do I break that down?
We'll decide how many days a week you want to exercise.
Okay,
What type of exercise and for how long?
so like a schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes it less overwhelming.
Right. It's all about setting yourself up for success.
Okay, what's step 3?
Prioritize recovery.
There's that rest again.
Rest is important.
Yeah, I used to think it was about being lazy,
Oh, I know.
but now I realize it's crucial.
It is. The episode reminds us that rest, sleep, stretching, relaxation,
All important.
just as important as exercise and nutrition.
So embrace those rest days.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
Step 4, track your progress.
Okay.
Keep a workout log, a food journal,
Yeah.
or just some notes on how you're feeling.
I've heard that tracking can really help with motivation.
It can. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Right.
Find a method that works for you and stick with it.
So it's about being more aware of our choices
Exactly. And noticing those patterns in your behavior.
so we can make adjustments.
Exactly. Tracking helps you see how far you've come and where you might need to tweak things.
It's like having a personal cheerleader.
Exactly.
Last step, hit me.
Surround yourself with support.
Support system.
Friends, family, online community, a trainer.
Yeah.
Having people who believe in you can make a huge difference.
It really does make it easier to stay motivated.
Right. It gives you accountability, encouragement, and a sense of belonging.
I love okay, those 5 steps are amazing.
Right.
It's like a roadmap.
Yeah. A roadmap to success.
But is there anything else we should know about these steps?
Yes. And this is important. The episode emphasizes that these steps are not rigid rules.
Okay.
They're adaptable guidelines.
So not one size fits all.
Exactly what works for one person might not work for another.
Makes sense.
It's about finding what resonates with you.
So personalize it.
Yeah, and make it sustainable and empowering.
I like that, taking ownership of our health journey and finding what truly works for us.
It's a beautiful thing.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time for this part.
Okay.
But we'll pick up in part 3 where we'll recap all of these insights.
Sounds good.
Wow, we covered a lot in this deep dive.
We did.
So much good stuff in that YouTube episode.
Yeah, it really reframed things, didn't it?
Totally. It's not about punishing ourselves.
Right.
It's about empowering ourselves to live a better life.
Exactly. And, it's a message I think we all need to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
There's so much information out there about health and fitness.
I know, it's overwhelming.
It is. But this episode reminds us that it's not about being perfect.
Yeah.
Or comparing ourselves. It's about finding that joy in movement.
Right.
Nourishing our bodies and having a positive mindset.
And it all comes back to those small changes.
Yes.
Remember that story about the person who transformed their life just by walking and eating more veggies?
Oh, yeah, that was inspiring.
Yeah. It really shows how those small actions can lead to big results.
It's the ripple effect.
Exactly. And those 5 steps give us a framework to make it happen.
They do.
Setting a goal, creating a plan, prioritizing recovery, tracking progress, and getting support.
Those are the keys.
And I love how they presented those steps as guidelines, not strict rules.
Yeah, it's all about finding what works for you.
Personalizing your journey.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a challenge.
Oh, okay, I like challenges.
What's one small change you can make today to unlock your body's potential?
Ooh, good question.
Maybe swap that sugary drink for water?
Or add some extra veggies to your dinner.
Or even just take a moment to appreciate your amazing body.
All great ideas.
Remember, even the tiniest steps can make a big difference over time.
That's the power of consistency.
So what will your first step be?
We want to know.
Share your thoughts, your questions, or your goals with us in the comments.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We'll be back next time with another exciting topic.
Until then, keep moving, keep nourishing, and keep believing in yourself.
See you next